Have you ever thought about owning, like, a piece of your favorite song? Not just streaming it, but actually getting a slice of the money it earns. We're talking about music royalties as, well, an investment. It's this really interesting space where art meets finance. Definitely not your typical stock or bond, right? Today, we're going to do a deep dive into how you can actually own part of a song's income. Okay, so let's break down how this actually works. Every single time a song gets played, maybe on the radio or in a movie,
Uh-huh.
or, even blowing up in some TikTok video,
Right, exactly. Every single play generates income. Someone gets paid.
it's this constant stream tied to how much the song is used. But music royalties isn't just one simple thing, is it?
No, not at all. That's really key to understand if you're looking at this. There are actually several distinct types. You've got performance royalties, that's for public broadcast, radio, TV, concerts, even that music playing in a cafe.
Okay, performance. Got it.
Then there are mechanical royalties. That covers reproductions. So physical copies like CDs, sure,
Yeah.
but mostly digital streams now.
Right, the streaming side.
And lastly, synchronization royalties, or sync royalties. That's when a song gets licensed to be used with visuals. So movies, TV ads, video games.
Ah, sync licenses. Okay.
Yeah. And each of those streams, they have their own potential. Traditionally, all that cash went to, the songwriter, the publisher, maybe the record label. But things have really changed recently. That's why we're even talking about this now as something accessible.
And that's the exciting part for, well, someone listening right now. These new marketplaces have popped up. They let regular people like you or me buy into these royalty streams. It feels a bit like buying stock, actually.
It's a good analogy.
But instead of a company, you're investing in a song's, I guess, lasting power.
Exactly.
Imagine owning a tiny piece of, say, a Christmas classic. Every December, bam, the streams spike, the royalties flow.
Or maybe a song that plays at every wedding.
Right, that reliable income year after year. It's like passive income, but, with a beat.
And what's really interesting, maybe even counterintuitive, is how some songs gain value over time. A company's product might fade, become obsolete,
Sure.
but a truly evergreen song. Think about a Beatles track or, I don't know, Happy Birthday. Its earning potential can actually increase as new generations find it. It gets licensed for new things, commercials, movies, even samples in other songs. It just keeps going.
Okay, but let's talk risks. You mentioned obviously a song could just flop or fade out, but what else? It can't just be about popularity, right? Are there legal things to worry about, or maybe changes in how much Spotify pays out per stream, or issues with who even owns the rights? Because it sounds potentially amazing, but what's the catch, beyond just taste changing?
That's a really important point. It's definitely not risk-free. Popularity is one thing, but yeah, the industry itself has moving parts.
Yeah?
Payout rates from streaming services, for instance, they can change. They aren't fixed forever.
Yeah.
There's also the potential, though less common on reputable platforms, for legal challenges over who actually owns what percentage of a song. Good platforms do a lot of checks, but it's a factor.
Due diligence, right.
Exactly. And then there's the whole back end, collecting the money from all those sources, distributing it correctly. It's complex. You're trusting the platform and the collection societies to handle that efficiently.
Yeah.
So yeah, evergreen tracks are great, but you need to understand the whole system they exist in.
So accessibility, then. Is this actually something the average person listening can get into? Or do you still need, serious money up front? How does that fractional ownership actually work in practice? Is it complicated?
It's surprisingly accessible these days, really. Fractional ownership. Think of it less like buying the actual copyright
Okay.
and more like buying a share of the income stream generated by that copyright for a certain period. Platforms will often buy, say, 10% of an artist's future royalty income for the next 10 years. Then they divide that up into tiny pieces for investors.
Ah, okay. So you're buying a claim on future money based on past performance.
Precisely. That's why looking at a song's historical earnings data is so important. It gives you a sense of consistency. And yeah, these platforms have really opened it up. You might be able to invest with just a few $100s in some cases, not the millions it used to take.
That connection to the music itself, though.
Yeah.
That's a big draw for some people, I bet. Hearing a song you part own suddenly show up in a huge movie trailer or something. Must be a cool feeling.
Definitely an emotional payoff there for music fans.
But purely financially speaking,
Yeah.
how do you weigh that emotional kick against, well, the potential volatility? Or compared to something predictable, maybe boring, like an index fund?
Yeah, it's a fair comparison. For some, that emotional connection is just a bonus, maybe the main reason,
Yeah.
but purely financially. The big appeal is often diversification.
How so?
Well, music royalties tend to be uncorrelated with the stock market. Whether the economy's up or down doesn't necessarily change whether people listen to Drake or Taylor Swift, right?
Ha, true. Good point.
The returns are driven by cultural consumption, not economic indicators.
Right.
So while it might not be as instantly sellable as liquid as a big stock,
Right.
it offers a totally different risk-reward profile. It's a unique asset class that can sit alongside a traditional portfolio quite nicely. It's definitely something different for people looking beyond the usual stuff.
So what does this all boil down to for you listening right now? I think it really highlights that building wealth today isn't just about stocks and bonds anymore. Music royalties are a pretty fascinating example of where, art and finance crash into each other.
Yeah.
It just shows how many different kinds of opportunities are out there if you look around.
And it really speaks to how the economy is changing, doesn't it? If you stay curious, keep an open mind, you can find these really creative ways to, well, make your money work for you. Or even make it sing, literally in this case.
Make your money sing. I like that.
So maybe think about where else art and money might be intersecting in ways we haven't even fully explored yet. There could be value hiding in some unexpected places.